Hello students, today I am going to teach you the further topics of the memory management unit. Contiguous memory allocation. The main memory must accommodate both the operating system and the various user processes. The memory is usually divided into two partitions, one for the resident operating system and one for the user processes. And we can place the operating system in either low memory uh, or high memory, and in the contiguous memory allocation, each process is contained in a single contiguous section. As in previous classes also I told you about the relocation register. The relocation register contains the value of the smallest physical address, and the limit register contains the range of the logical address. With relocation and limit register, each logical address must be less than the limit register, and the memory management unit maps the logical address dynamically by adding the value in the relocation register. When the CPU scheduler selects a process for execution, the dispatcher loads the relocation and limit register with the correct value as part of the context switching, because every address generated by the CPU is checked against these registers. So the relocation register speed provides an effective way to allow the operating system size to change dynamically. This is the hardware support of a relocation register and a limit register. The address, that is, this place is basically the logical address space. The CPU generates the logical address, and the relocation register is the smallest, contains the smallest physical value of physical address, and limit register contains the range of the logical address. And with the help of a relocation and limit register, each logical address must be less than the limit register. The memory management unit maps the logical address dynamically by adding the value in the relocation register, and accordingly in the physical memory, the physical address space is being generated for that particular process. As one of the simplest method for allocating a memory is to divide the memory uh, into several fixed size partition, and each partition may contain exactly one process, and thus the degree of multiprogramming is bound by the number of partition. In this multiple partition method, when a partition is free, a process is selected from the input queue and it is loaded into the free partition, and when the process terminates, the partition becomes available for another process. Similarly, in the fixed partition scheme, the operating system keeps a table indicating which part of memory are available and which are occupied. Initially, all memory is available for a user processes, and it is being considered as a one large block of available memory, a whole. And when the process arrives and it needs a memory, we search for a whole large enough for this process. In general, at any given time, we have a set of holes of various size scattered throughout the memory, and a process arrives and needs memory. The system searches the set for a hole that is large enough for this process, and if the hole is too large, it is split into two parts. One part is allocated to the arriving process, and the other is returned to the set of holes. And when the process terminates, it releases the block of memory, which is then placed back in the set of holes. And basically the procedure is particular instance of the general dynamic storage allocation problem, which concerns how to satisfy a request of size m from a list of free holes. And there are many solutions to this problem. First fit we allocate the first hole that is big enough. Searching can start either at the beginning of the set of holes or where the previous first fit search ended. In best fit, it allocates the smallest hole that is big enough. We must search enter list unless the list is ordered by the size, and this strategy produces the smallest leftover hole. And in worst fit, it allocates the largest hole. We must search the entire list unless it is sorted by the size, and this strategy produces the largest leftover hole, which may be more useful than the smaller leftover hole from a best fit approach. So first fit and best fit is better than the worst fit in terms of a speed and storage utilization.